This isn't science fiction. This is the story of Albert Einstein. He didn't invent electricity or build rockets, but he changed the way we understand everything. From the tiniest atoms to the birth of the cosmos, Einstein's ideas shattered centuries of assumptions. He became the face of genius, the man behind E equals mc squared, a symbol of curiosity, rebellion, and imagination. But who was he, really? Let's uncover the story of a boy who struggled to speak, a clerk who defied the academic world, and a refugee who fled fascism, only to reshape the 20th century from a quiet office in Princeton. Albert Einstein was born on March 14, 1879 in the city of Ulm, in what was then the German Empire. His early years were far from extraordinary. In fact, his parents feared something was wrong with him. He spoke slowly, rarely, and seemed lost in his own world, but even as a child, Albert's mind was working on another level. One day, his father showed him a simple compass. The needle pointed north no matter how he turned it. To young Albert, it was magic. What invisible force could move that needle? That question lit a fire in him that never went out. He wasn't a good student in the traditional sense. He hated memorization. He questioned his teachers. The strict German school system frustrated him, so at just 16, he left. He continued his studies in Switzerland, eventually enrolling at the Swiss Federal Polytechnic in Zurich. There, he met Mileva Maric, a brilliant fellow physics student. Their relationship was filled with passion and complexity, both intellectual and romantic. Despite his talent, Einstein graduated without a promising job. He found work as a clerk at the Swiss Patent Office in Bern. By day, he reviewed technical documents. By night, he dreamed about light, time, and space. And then came the year that changed everything, 1905. In just 12 months, Einstein published 4 papers that turned physics upside down. One explained the photoelectric effect, laying the foundation for quantum theory. Another explained Brownian motion, proving atoms existed. The third introduced the special theory of relativity, arguing that time and space are not absolute. And the fourth gave us the most famous equation in history, E equals mc squared. Mass and energy are not separate things, they're different forms of the same essence. He was 26 years old, working in obscurity, and yet, with a pen and paper, he had cracked open the universe. But Einstein wasn't finished. For the next 10 years, he worked tirelessly to expand his theory of relativity. In 1915, he unveiled the general theory of relativity, a breathtaking idea that gravity is not a force, but the result of curved space-time. Many doubted it, but in 1919, during a solar eclipse, scientists observed starlight bending exactly as Einstein had predicted. Overnight, he became a global sensation. The New York Times headline read, "Lights all askew in the heavens." The world now knew his name. Fame didn't change him. He remained humble, eccentric, and deeply principled. He spoke out against war, nationalism, and racism. He championed civil rights in America and denounced Nazi Germany long before others dared. In 1933, with Hitler's rise to power, Einstein, who was Jewish, fled Germany and never returned. He accepted a position at the Institute for Advanced Study in Princeton, New Jersey, and later became a U.S. citizen. Though he was a pacifist, the rise of Nazi Germany alarmed him. In 1939, he signed a letter to President Roosevelt warning that Germany might develop atomic weapons. This helped launch the Manhattan Project, but Einstein was never part of it, and later expressed deep regret. For the rest of his life, he campaigned for peace, nuclear disarmament, and global cooperation. He remained a fierce advocate for civil liberties and a better future for humanity. In his final years, Einstein searched for a unified field theory, a single framework to explain all the forces of nature. He never found it, but he never stopped trying. On April 18, 1955, at the age of 76, Albert Einstein passed away. Even on his deathbed, he was writing equations, still chasing the mysteries of the cosmos. His brain was preserved for study. His name became legend. His image, wild-haired, kind-eyed, remains etched into our collective imagination. But Albert Einstein wasn't just a genius. He was a human being, filled with wonder, a thinker who never stopped asking why. He showed us that the universe is stranger and more beautiful than we ever imagined, and that one person armed with curiosity can change the world.